Alright guys, as a follow-up to the video I did about training with hand grippers for BJJ, I wanted to quickly go over what kind of grippers to use, what brands to use, what types, the difference, good or bad, stuff like that. So, first things first, what shouldn't you be using? You shouldn't be using anything that's plastic. It's a pretty simple rule with strength equipment, plastic not too good. So those shitty little hand grippers that are made of plastic that you get from Argos or Sports Direct, nah, you chuck them out, they're no good. You want to get a metal gripper. So most common one that everyone would have seen is a metal torsion spring gripper, like I had in the last video. They look like this. This is the Captains of Crush. You have Captains of Crush, GHPs, bone crushers, heavy grips, you know, anything like that. The Captains of Crush from Ironmind and the GHPs are probably the better ones that you're going to get, but there's not going to be a massive difference in the quality. You know, these are a little bit more expensive, they're a little bit better, but I wouldn't stress too much over it. So that's the first one. That's the most common one, yeah, and they're decent. The problem with these is that they are set to a single weight. And you can't change it, which makes it a big problem when you're looking to progress. Now, like I said in the last video, you should train grippers like you train anything else, like you train your bench, your squat, your deadlift. And the way that you train your bench, your squat, your deadlift is with steady progression. You put a certain amount of weight on the bar, and once you can do that, you increase the weight a little bit. You increase the weight a little bit more. The problem with these, if you have one of these, you can start off by being able to do it once, but then by the time you get it 10 times, you can't increase the weight anymore because it's a single resistance, and you're not really going to get any stronger. There's going to be a limit based on the fact that you only have one, which is why, if you look behind me, I have a shitload of grippers because they are in different resistances. So I can progress almost like having 5 barbells with set weights on them, but I can still progress through them. Problem is if there's a 5 kilo jump in the gripper and I can't quite get there, I'll be able to close one and I won't be able to close the next one. It's going to make it hard. So in the same way that you have little weights to put on a barbell, you don't really get that with having even a lot of grippers, and they're expensive. You know, the Captains of Crush are like 15-20 quid each. That's a decent price. So buying like 20 of these, so you have really gradual resistance going through the range, can get pretty expensive. So my advice, you want to get something like this. Now this is, you would have probably heard me, if you've spoken to me about hand grippers before, talk about this. This is a David Horne Vulcan, Vulcan 2, the second design, and it's a fully adjustable gripper. So it's the same thing, it's the same sort of movement here, triangle at bottom, but you change the placement of the spring from the bottom where it's the easiest, all the way up to the top where it is ridiculously hard. And what I actually like about these the most, not only do you have that gradual resistance with the spring, you can actually, if you wanted to, you can take the spring off completely and you can put rubber bands around here. You put rubber bands around here and you can micro load on top of the gradual progression that you get with the spring. So you can put the spring wherever you want, and then if you can't do the next level up on the spring, but you want to try and make it a little bit harder, you can actually progress with tiny, tiny increments, which is exactly what you want when you're trying to progress with a weight like you would with a barbell. So the Vulcan is a very, very, very good tool. Another thing that I like about this is that there's no knurling. Okay, compared to a Captains of Crush or a heavy grip or a GHP or anything like that, where there's knurling on the handle, there isn't any on the Vulcan, which makes it a little bit harder to set. This is harder to set, but when you're training that tight range of motion that we were talking about in the last video, so when you're in here and you're training just this end range of motion here, or you're doing holds, it doesn't tear your skin up as much as you will be if you're using this for the same thing. So because this is sharp, you get a bit of grip on it, but if you're doing a lot of high rep stuff or you're doing a lot of isometric stuff and it's slipping out, it can tear your hands up a little bit, whereas this one feels good in your hands the whole time. So this is a really, really good gripper. I think it's somewhere around about 50-55 quid from David Horne World of Grip, but for that price you're getting, you know, that's the price of probably 3 Captains of Crush or less. For that price you're getting pretty much all the gripper that you're ever going to need. So if you're thinking about taking your grip training seriously, I would consider, if I wasn't trying to increase my level on these type of grippers, going for Captain of Crush certification and stuff, I probably wouldn't own as many of these as I do. That would be all the gripper that you really need to train your grip in the way that you would for grappling or just to increase your hand strength. My advice to you before I go, if you order one of these from David Horne, make sure you don't get a chrome spring. Okay, this is the black one. At the moment, they come as standard with a chrome spring, and you can ask him to change it for an orange spring. Don't get the chrome spring, because your ass won't be able to close it. If you're lucky, you'll be able to close it on the first couple of settings, but above that, you'll be fucked. So get the orange spring, it's a lot easier, but you can make it harder, and then again, you can add rubber bands on to micro-load it on top of that. But chrome spring is gonna fuck you up. Nice one. If you've got any questions, let me know. Cheers, guys.